All right, welcome back. So now let's create our first visualization. We can do different things here, right? Let's look at this region. There's a different regions. I will just drag and drop it over here. So what I did, let me delete this and do it again. So I click on this, and actually I don't need to click on this. I just basically click with my left button on the mouse, hold it, do not let it go, just hold it, and then drag it to the left area over here. Think of this like your canvas over here, and we're going to, draw over here, this white area, and let it go. So basically that will put region over here and it will create a table. Let's, for example, look at how many items were sold in total in this region, in the regions. So again, I just hold quantity, drag it all the way inside this table, and then let it go. So it will add this variable into the table. Okay. There's three different regions, north, south, and west, and the sum of quantity, basically by default it will sum if it is a numeric value like this. That means in the north region 560 units was sold. South there was 354, west 522. Now what kind of units are we talking about? Those are here. So basically if I let it go, drag the column here and then let it go in another area outside of this table, it will create a new table. So these are the unique items we have: bookshelf, cabinet, chair, desk, sofa, table. It's kind of a, both, it can be related. Some of these are related, people can buy it to their homes or into an office as well. So these furnitures are available to both offices, homes, or different places that, where any of these items could be used. Um, okay, so let me delete this one. I'll go back just to the region and quantity. So by default, when you just put your columns, okay, into this area, it will create this. You see that's a table. We just have a table. That's this middle one here in the visualizations area. Okay. Now, while this is selected, what does it mean, by the way, selected? So if I click with my mouse anywhere, this is no longer selected, okay? When I select it, that means you see that gray line happening, that gray box basically being highlighted. It's basically selected now. And now I can just change the different, from table, I basically can transition into different type of visualizations. So let's click this one. This is a horizontal, sorry, bar chart, right? On the x-axis, we have the sum of the quantity. If I just click next one, then it will become a vertical bar chart. Okay. Um, th these first ones are stacked, the next ones are clustered. So for now, it didn't change because we don't have, we should basically have extra more variables for this to function correctly. Let's see what else. So of course, some of these, for example, you can see line charts here. For that, we will need like a date or some time kind of thing. So for these ones, it will not be helpful. There's a pie chart, right? That could be useful over here. So you see that shows how many items were sold in each region and the percentage of that. And when you hover with your mouse over some certain areas within your visualization, you can see some information is being shown to you as well. So that's a handy feature as well. Let's change it into a donut chart. So this actually, I think, for me looks better than a pie chart. You can create a tree map. Okay, so this is what's it called, a tree map. So basically the area of each rectangle will show how many items were sold in that region. There's a map, but we don't have really. Like if you had data where there was city names and maybe country names and things like that, so then this will become more handy there. So there's a few more things here, but you know, for now, let's go back to this one. Okay, so that's how we created a visualization there, and you can try with other columns as well. For example, let's delete this. Actually, let me put that back. So Control Z, right, will basically go back one step of what you did. So we are bringing that back. At the bottom, you see the sheets here. So this is like Microsoft Excel, just like Microsoft Excel has sheets. This one has pages. It's the same idea. If you click on this plus, it will bring you back at an empty page. So let's go with item over here and maybe quantity. So in this case, I would like to see how many items, how many units were sold of each of these items we have. So it seems like chair is the one that sold most in terms of number. Sofa is the least one. Okay. Um, so yeah, what I will suggest you do now is just try these different columns. Okay, for example, like order date. Let's put that in. And again, kind of let's go quantity, how many items were sold in each. Um, how many items, how many units of items were sold in based on the date. So when you just create it like this, it will aggregate your x-axis, which is the order date. You see x-axis over here, right? It will aggregate it into the yearly level. Okay, and we will look into this more in the next video of how to go into different levels when you have date column like this. All right, thank you.